Good day, great day, and grand day to you all. Thank you once again for joining us at Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Today's guest is Mikal, so I'd like to welcome Mikal here to the stage. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you so much.
Good.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so we're taught that very young not to be ourselves, and our parents being our parents, we think very highly of them. Like they're our gods to begin with.
Yes.
So why would our parents want to teach us something? This is what we're thinking as children. Why would they teach us harm? You know, they're the ones that we entrust, these little kids growing up and they're looking up to their parents. Why would we think otherwise? So we trust everything they say, and hi, and take everything they say as gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then we lose ourselves because we want to have their approval. We want to make them happy. We want to make mommy and daddy happy because we did something, or laugh because we did something. And slowly but surely we're being pulled into the mastermind of what they think is right.
Yeah.
Because they fear being judged, or they
So how do you, as a kid, how do you come to the realization that your parents are in the wrong?
So it's not about, kids, this is a very general statement. Generally, kids are not always thinking that their parents are wrong. But very young, we're thinking, well, how come they don't think the way we think?
Mm-hmm.
How come what I'm doing is not okay? And what they're saying is what they think we need to do. What is wrong with how I am freely, that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and my parents have to always correct me or say no, or this is who I am. I remember a child saying to me one time, but this is who I am. Why do I have to change for somebody else? This is me.
Because you have to fit the mold.
But they don't know that, right? But that's exactly what's happening.
Oh.
They're forced to fit a mold that is not for them. O.J. Simpson said it best. No, not O.J. Simpson. His lawyer. What's his lawyer's name again? If the glove,
Kardashian?
No, if the glove don't fit him, you must have quit. Yeah. So the mold is not the mold that is natural to the child. And so the parents, and again, these are very general statements. If we as parents don't know what our purpose is, how are we teaching our children to discover what their purpose is? So we're just following everybody else, sheep in the herd, do as I say, not as I do, or, do what I tell you to do, not as I behave. And so these children are constantly trying to fit themselves into this mold to gain the approval of their children, of their parents, not knowing, no, they should stay within who they are and not change, right? But the pressures, societal pressures, teaches them otherwise. And unless we have strong parents, unless we have parents who really know and understand what their purpose is and has healed from their generational trauma or their issues growing up, then we're just reproducing the same set of human beings on this planet, totally forgetting their essence.
Wow.
I had a question the other day on the segment, one of the segments that I had, and the question came in was, how do we teach our children about our spirituality? And that was a very poignant question because it's very challenging to teach from a position of no experience. So if you're a parent and you're getting to know this information or reacclimatize or relearn who you are, you're still learning. How are you going to teach your child what it is you're learning when you've yet to embrace, or when you've yet to totally walk into your essence of your freedom, your essence of your true self? That's very difficult. And so I've always been taught that I have to first become what it is that I'm learning. I have to first become who I ought to become, who I'm walking into, as I continuously gain more understanding of who I am. I have to become it. And as I become, those that follow me are learning how to become as well. If I'm being my true self, the only thing that I can give to those that follow me or those that I raise is their true self, because that's all I know. So that's all I know, and that's what I'm becoming. That's how I teach.
So when you're in a process of learning that, and then you're teaching your kids are in that process too.
Your kids are in that process too. You don't have to worry so much about, no, I have to teach them. No, you become first, and your kids will follow. The same way our kids do things that we do, and I would say sometimes that looked like what your father used to do, or that looked like what your mother used to do. The parents never said, no, do this. It's the child that's been watching. The children are watching. So you don't have to, parenting really shouldn't be a lot of talking. If you just simply become your children, you're teaching your children indirectly how to become.
Wow, that's it. That's good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We put too much pressure on it. We've done the damage. I've worked with a lot of parents who's done the damage already. Again, not consciously, but this is their upbringing. This is all they know. So they're going to be raising the kids the way they were raised. And again, it's just a continuation of generational trauma, hurt, pain, generational parenting that was just I don't want to say flawless, but it has had a lot of flaws. We continue to see that in the societies in which we live in. Because we hurt, we parent from a place of hurt. And unless we realize that and make a conscious effort to adjust, to learn, to heal and grow, then that's all we're producing. It's inevitable. Unless you have a child who came with a spirit that just wanted a ticket here into the planet and go his or her own direction. That's a different soul. But otherwise, children will do what they see their parents do.
Great.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff. Thank you.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that. Yeah.
You're welcome. And there you have it on Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Remember, you're loved. Namaste.
Namaste.
And there you have it on another segment of Dr. TSA Series, a spiritual discussion. Thank you once again all for watching. Remember to click that thumbs up and subscribe. Also, remember you're loved. Namaste.